So we got the coffee right now, and I really wanted to just talk about this experience of my first cutting phase of like trying to lose weight after bulking for too long, bulking, like as I say. And it's been getting harder and harder and harder the longer I go. Like right now I'm at 1700 calories. And it's been difficult even with tracking it because calories add up. Like they really do. And you only have such small amount of, like, you have a small window to fit all your macros, right? Which is why I use protein shakes, which is why I do protein bars, all these like small low calorie foods or snacks. And so it's been really difficult to fit everything in, but it's possible, it's doable, right? And I think I can still go lower, but I'm not going to try to take it to the extreme. I'm like, is it even worth the stress, the struggle? Like there's two sides of me. Is it worth the stress? And the other side says there's a reason why it's hard, right? And I'll tie this into the cheat meals in a second. But it's been really difficult, if I'm being honest. It's been really difficult. And so, especially with some nights where I don't sleep much, recovery can be a pain. So that's why I really recommend going to sleep early if you wake up early, or at least getting like 7 hours, right? I've been scratching like the level of 6 hours, 6.5. So I need to still sleep earlier. But the longer I go, the more calories I have to decrease. And so a couple days ago, I went to Six Flags. And the day before that, I went to another theme park, Knott's Berry Farm, with my family because my dad stayed home. And when my dad stays home, we have this like tradition to just go out and, spend time together. And I hang out with my siblings and all that stuff. And those 2 days, I did not track anything. Like I tracked what I ate, obviously, but it's just I didn't restrict myself to the calories that I was supposed to be eating. I ate well over like 3,000 calories when we went to Six Flags. Probably 3,000. Maybe even more, if I'm being honest. And my goal is 1,700. So you can only imagine how I almost doubled it, basically. And so after that, I found it really hard to go back straight from that. Like I had McDonald's that day. It was pretty bad. I had McDonald's that day. And cookies at Six Flags and all that stuff. It was pretty bad. And then the next day, which was yesterday, which was Saturday, yesterday, I went back to my routine, right? I went to work. I had work that day. I had to work yesterday. I went back to my routine. I had salmon. I had, what else did I have? I had eggs, the turkey breast, and all that stuff, the normal stuff. And I found it really hard because my body got used to the cheat meals that I had the day before. And I think if you go way too long without having like a snack, like a cookie or ice cream or like any snack that you enjoy, the day that you do have a cheat meal, you're gonna go insane. I went insane. Like the old me just came back to life where I was just eating anything and instead I was bulking. And so I think having a moderation of cheat meals during your cuts, especially during a cut, because that's when like all the cravings, like every single piece of snack that I used to enjoy tastes 10 times better when I'm cutting now, because I rarely get to enjoy them. I rarely get to eat them. And so whenever I do taste them, it's like, oh shit, I gotta have more. I gotta have more. And that's what happened at the day I went to Six Flags. It's just like I ate whatever I ate. I had chicken tenders too. I just downed that stuff. So I think having a moderation of cheat meals throughout your phase of cutting or losing weight, or especially if you're skinny fat, super important. Super important because it keeps you sane, right? And it didn't keep me sane when I was just having strict meals all the time, right? I'm at 1,700 calories, but you can only imagine. I'm barely I'm getting my macros in, but it's just like my body needs. It's so used to eating more and using that energy, but since I'm eating way less, I have kind of almost no energy, which is why I have my electrolytes that gives me energy, especially before the workout. I'm drinking Ghost. I'm not a big fan of energy drinks, but Ghost is low calories and it just has caffeine in it, which is normal. And so that's helped me with when I'm hungry or have an appetite, I just drink a Ghost, but only on rare occasions because I don't want to rely on it. So having a cheat meal, or not a moderation of cheat meals throughout your cut or throughout your journey of trying to lean down, super important. I would say for me, after what I've experienced and how tough it's been lately, I'll probably put a cheat meal 2 to 3 times a week. 2 to 3 times a week where I would just eat whatever. Like a meal. Like a meal where I don't have to track it and it has stuff that I enjoy. Right? So like 2 to 3 meals out of the week. So let's say I have 3 meals a day. Usually it's 2 meals. Usually I have 2 meals a day plus snacks. So actually, no, I'm going to cut that down to 2. So 2 meals a day, that's 7 days, 14 days, and then snacks. My snacks stay the same. I don't really have bad snacks. But let's say 2 to 3, that's 14 meals. So 12 out of the 14 meals are going to be highly nutritious, highly in my macros. They're going to be in line with my macros. And so the 2 meals out of the week are out of those 14 meals I get to enjoy just whatever. Right? I don't mean have a big plate of ice cream and you surpass your calories by 1,000. No, I mean a meal that in moderation where you have, let's say the usual is chicken, rice, eggs, turkey, but one day you want to have pancakes, or you want to have French toast, or you want to have crepes, the crepes. I don't know how you pronounce it, but crepes, the crepes, the one with chocolate and strawberry inside of them, banana. Let's say you want to switch that out. That's my watch, by the way. You can do that. And that's totally fine. You're not going to be behind on your fitness goals. You're not going to be behind on anything. So it's totally fine to do that. And so I think cheat meals are important. Yes, they're not going to get you closer, but they're going to keep you sane. They're going to keep you consistent. It's because I've been very consistent with my diet. But then when I had that day where I was just eating whatever, bro, I went all out. I was calorie what? I had calories. It was crazy. So I wouldn't recommend that though, because I enjoyed it. I had a mocha frap. I love my mocha fraps. So yeah. So I would say have a cheat meal in moderation. Don't take this too serious. It's not the end of the world if you have a cheat meal. I might think otherwise in the future. Who knows? This is what I'm thinking right now, based on my experience with my first cutting phase. I'm actually losing weight. I've lost almost at least 15 pounds, almost 20 pounds in the span of 3 months. So that's what I would recommend. But yeah, hopefully this gave you some insight with my journey right now. Currently I'm at 172 pounds or 171. And so, what's this? I gotta leave soon. It's Easter Sunday right now, so I gotta go to church. But yeah, I just want to make this quick video because this is just some insight based on my cutting journey right now. It's not as easy as you think. It's really not easy because it's a lot of impulse control, a lot of temptations, a lot of that stuff. So You gotta be smart with it. You know, don't take it too serious. Enjoy life too. And yeah, that's basically what I have to say. So have your cheat meals, but take it in moderation, all right? This is just some advice in case you're trying to lean down for summer, all right? We'll see you guys.